of our Unsolved East Texas series, we're shedding new light on the cold cases and missing persons who continue to haunt our communities, not just as headlines, but as real people with families still desperate for answers. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brennan Gurley. Tonight we revisit a case that has tormented two cities for nearly 20 years. The mysterious disappearance of Brandi Wells, a young woman from Tyler who vanished after a night out in Longview. CBS 19's Robert De La Garza sat down with the family still clinging to hope, and the investigators determined to solve the case that's left so many questions and so few clues.
The future that she could have had as being a teacher, the incredible kids that she could have molded into incredible adults is the thing that I think the world missed out on the most.
Brandi Wells was just 23 years old and an aspiring East Texas educator when her future was taken from her that summer, August 3rd, 2006. Surveillance video shows Brandi entering Graham Central Station, which is now Electric Cowboy, alone. And investigators say she then left the Longview nightclub around 12:30 a.m.
Her roommate from Brownsboro was calling and saying that she never showed up. She's not answering her phone, so we didn't know what to think.
Brandi's mom, Ellen Tant, says days later, her car was found abandoned on the side of I-20, not far from where she was last seen.
When we knew something was possibly going to turn into what it has turned into was when we found her car on the interstate.
Until we found out that there was no way she was driving that car. The seat was way too far back for Brandi to have been driving.
Darren Lair has spent more than 3 decades with the Longview Police Department and was a sergeant with the crimes unit when Brandi disappeared.
Oh, I would say this is an incredibly rare case. We work many missing person cases a year. Seldom do they stay open for more than a day or two.
Lair says at first they were promising leads, but as time passed, those leads faded, and investigators came and went.
A new investigator, a lot of times, is actually a bonus because it gets a new, fresh set of eyes that may see something that the other people who've just looked at it over and over again have missed.
But Brandi's mother, Ellen, says the current investigator hasn't contacted her family in months. Kayla Mitchell was a childhood friend of Brandi's, having known each other since junior high and through high school. The last time Mitchell saw Brandi was the time she was experiencing her own tragedy after losing her younger cousin.
I remember her being there for me in that moment in our adult lives, and 100% right. I felt obligated and I wanted to return that favor and be there for her when I feel like her and her family needed us.
Now, nearly 20 years later, those closest to Brandi are still living with the unknown. Have you ever had any idea of who might have done this to her, or maybe a person?
Nobody to blame, even to this day. And like I said, it was a stranger. Whatever happened to her, a stranger did it.
A mystery that still haunts Brandi's mother to this day.
I just want my little girl back. And I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I would like to know what happened to her. I would like to find her remains, if that's what happened to her, so that she can have a decent burial. She doesn't deserve to just lay around somewhere.
Under Texas law, a person can be declared legally dead after 7 years missing.
I won't do that because I don't know that she is. You kind of think that maybe she is, but I don't know. So I'm not going to give up on her until I know for sure.
She holds onto an age progression photo of what Brandi might look like today, a bittersweet reminder of how much time has gone by. And through the heartbreak, one hope remains.
Just finding out what happened to give a family some type of closure.
Someone somewhere knows something that happened that day. They're out there somewhere, and I just feel like every time her story is shared, it's one day closer to answers for her family.
What would you tell her today if you had a conversation?
Just how much she's loved and missed. I just want to be able to hug her. I would never let go.
Reporting in Tyler, Robert De La Garza, CBS 19.
And if you have any information on this case, you are urged to contact the Longview Police Department's non-emergency line. That number is on your screen right now. It's 903-237-1170.